Hello, my name is Taylor Elwood, occult author and host of MagicalExperiments.com. Earlier this week, Isaac Bonewits passed. I already wrote a memorial on my blog/website, but I'd have to say that one of the things that I really enjoyed about his work was his laws of magic. Well, I didn't necessarily always agree with all of his laws of magic. I think that Isaac Bonewits made the first real effort to categorize and define magic in concrete terms instead of in vague terms. You know, instead of saying the art and science of causing change to conform with will, he was looking at different specific laws and saying, here's why this type of magic works. Here's something that you can do to make this type of magic work. And I really found that significant. I've talked a lot on here about definitions of magic, and I've talked about rules of magic as well. One of the reasons why I have focused on this so much is because when you practice magic, it is ultimately a process. You can put religious trappings on it, you can put spiritual trappings on it, and they're significant. I'm not dismissing them, but at the end of the day, you need to understand the actual process, the rules, the laws, what have you. At the same time, you need to also know when to make up your own laws and rules and definitions. What I liked about Isaac Bonewits' work is that he had these clearly defined laws, but he also left it open to other people to develop their own understanding thereof. And I think that's really important, because we can't allow ourselves to get trapped in the tradition of so and so said this and therefore we must believe it. We need to be willing to challenge the past. Learn from it, yes, respect it, definitely, but also challenge it. Challenge it in a way that is meaningful, that allows you to take that work and that you've learned and actually adapt it to your own personal practice and personalize it. We need to be creative and innovative in our magical practices, not settle for what other people said, but also challenge ourselves to find out how we can be creative, what it is we can discover about magic, and how then we can take that and transmit that information on to other people so that they also can challenge themselves and learn and develop. I think this is essential because so many people take it for granted when it comes to magic. They assume that it's enough to just accept what someone else has said and not challenge it. I see this far too often, really, in occultism, and so I would challenge all of you that the best way to remember somebody is not merely to remember the impact of his work or her work on your knowledge and understanding of magic, but to also take his or her work and look at how you can personalize it, look at how you can change it and make it better for you. Not make it better like for everyone else, but at least make it better for yourself. And if you do make it better for others, hey, that's great too. And of course, be original. Come up with original content as much as that's possible in this world. I think that when we do that, what we really do is we show people that come after us that magic isn't something which is rote. It's not just a tried and true, this is how you do it. Instead, what we find out is that magic is significantly a different way of thinking, but it's a different way of thinking that encourages people to be creative in that way of thinking. So develop your own definitions, develop your own laws, and yes, refer to people such as Isaac Bonewits, refer to people such as Aleister Crowley, refer to other people, learn from what they did, but be willing to go beyond them as well. For when you're willing to go beyond, that's when you truly make your magical practice into your own practice, as opposed to just following the footsteps of someone else. Thanks for watching, and look for another video next week.